A walk in the woods gets a little friendlier, a little less lonely, when you know your natural neighbors. Trees are a good place to start, since they're bigger than you and can crush you, so getting on their good side is a good idea. Here are two friends you can meet while out and about at UCSC. Let's start with the Douglas fir, or Pseudotsuga menziesii, a large and common coniferous tree. It has needle leaves that radiate in all directions from the stem and fall singly when they die. It has rough grayish-brown bark that doesn't peel or flake easily. Younger trees have little bubbles of sap on the bark, making them especially vulnerable if there's a fire. The cones are large and have little bracts that look like the rear end of a mouse, and two winged seeds develop under each cone scale. These little wings help the seeds disperse farther from the mother tree. The seeds can establish well under a forest canopy or within sunnier conditions. Here's a look at a younger Douglas fir growing straight up toward the canopy. This older Douglas fir grew in more open conditions for most of its life, evidenced by the large spreading branches. Here are some more good things to know about your new friend. Now let's compare this to the coast redwood, or Sequoia sempervirens. The needle leaves are oriented flat like a feather, not all the way around the branch, and they don't usually fall singly. Instead, the whole twig will fall off. Redwood bark is reddish-brown, thick, fibrous, often soft, and can usually peel away from the trunk. This section of redwood forest north of Kresge in the trailer park has a lot of closely spaced, small-diameter trunks. What do you think that means? You may guess that they're young, but they're about as old as the larger redwood trees on campus. In some places on campus, you can see old redwood stumps, evidence of logging from the mid-1800s through the early 1900s. Unlike Douglas fir, redwoods have the ability to stump and root sprout, effective ways of asexual reproduction. Our campus's redwood forests are all second growth, having recovered from intensive logging and associated fire back in the colonial period. Some areas may have come back from seed. Redwood cones are small, somewhat spherical, and contain seeds without pronounced wings. They look like crushed red pepper flakes, but all the tannic acid they contain probably wouldn't taste good on your pizza. Most redwood seeds don't germinate, and even if they do, it's a harsh life down there in the duff. Most don't make it. Look how far down the actual mineral soil is. Not ideal for little baby roots to have to work their way through all that. If the mineral soil is exposed after, say, an intense fire or some other disturbance, redwood seeds can sometimes establish well. Any thoughts now about that zone with all the skinny trees and no stumps? Here are a few more redwood things. Well, there's a quick intro to a couple new friends. Now when you meet them in person, you can know all this stuff about them, and they'll be all weirded out because they don't know anything about you. Or do they? Anyway, go check them out.